Reverend Richard W. Arthur Jr. of Cambridge, Massachusetts, on today, February 9th, 2022. And I'm listening to this type of music, the reggae, and he says Malcolm X was black, Martin Luther was black, Marcus Garvey was black, Malcolm X was black. I'm like, okay. Me and my friend went for a walk today here in the city of Cambridge. And Cambridge is, quote unquote, this very historical town. One of the original the original colonies. And so I went into this church, and it was marked George Washington and his wife sat here in this particular church. The 1700s, what is that, the 18th century? And also in this particular church, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke before he transitioned in 67, the 21st century. This is the 22nd year into the 21st century, and I'll be 60 years old on February 17th. And as quote unquote, I've entitled me as being the anal retentive perfectionist, and others have called me the narcissist, but I'm one of those children that is like, how do I know which color do I like? Because they're all the same. They're just different shades. It's just a crayon. But then growing up this complexion, that's why I'm doing the show at this hour. Sun is going down. It's 3:28 in my grandmother's house. The sun rises in the east, sets in the west. I'm facing south. That's north. And there's biological living light still in Cambridge. The first colon, or the first colony of New England, fighting the Revolutionary War against the Redcoats, have to walk past those horseshoe markers. William Dawes, the British are coming, the British are coming. And where is this? What? The African presence in ancient America. They came before Columbus. How Europe underdeveloped Africa. Walter Rodney. Did I say this was Ivan Van Sertima? Walter Rodney. The miseducation of the Negro. Christianity before Christ. John G. Jackson. Cambridge, actually, looking out the church windows, was a cemetery. And on the other side of the cemetery was another church. And on this Ave, there were 4 different churches. And this is the time of white male dominance, where women weren't educated as men were. Who am I? As that's Reverend Dr. Brother Richard W. Arthur Jr. on the second month, February 9th, the 9 at the top of the stem, in the 22nd year, dealing with the 2 being drawn as half a heart, the substantial side seen. But what about the insubstantial side that's not seen? Do I have the lineage? Do I have the ancestry? Is it possible? Oh my God, could I really be biological, living fucking light? Oh, damn. Christianity before Christ. Wait a minute. The Bible says Moses heard God say, I am. Then that motherfucker was listening to a black man. Because a black man is the original. I am that I am. 7 minutes into the segment. 7. Oh, what is that? A right angle at the top of the stem. Understanding Amun-Ra, the rising of the sun god. Why is it angled to the left, the side of the heart? And isn't that a parabola dealing with the sunrise and the sunset? And do we tap into our infinity? The unseen side is your conscientiousness. Can you con science your conscience be converted to understand your inward divinity if you were to be still within yourself? Tyrone Powers, eyes to my soul. The rise or decline of an FBI agent. I am working on writing my own biography. The autobiography of Malcolm X. So I better mark where I sat in the church. I don't want it to be confused. You go into 874 Main Street, Union Baptist Church. Mommy always crept up to the left side because Nana would stomp up the right side and stomp down the church to her particular spot where she would sit and listen to the sermon. And then when the minister got into his cadence and was hooting and hollering, Nana would get out of her seat and start doing the roots dance in the pulpit. Mommy was embarrassed, so we sat way in the back left. I'm re-educating my Negro self, not to be ignorant of who I am and my divinity, understanding, wait a minute, can someone control my development as a divinity? 10 minutes into the segment, understanding wait a minute, I am that one with a beginning, middle, and top. I'm not going to say end, but I'm going to be open to the new energies above and beyond. So, dealing with melanin dominant biological living light people in the Mecca, the intellectual Mecca of the planet, with Harvard and MIT. So, dealing with the white men in the calcified pineal gland vision, if I invalidate George Washington and Harvard and all the MIT, invalidate that mind frame, that mindset, because it's dry eye vision. And then I come along with balancing vision, understanding myself and my divinity, centering myself 11 minutes in, understanding my yin and my yang. What is it? Live, Live. Or, that's the verse, live, how about the converse, Evil? So in understanding live and evil, in understanding the balancing of my mind being like H2O, H squared with oxygen. My body is 60% water. And I have water in my first eye vision. A balancing agent. I was shoveling snow yesterday, having to break it up with the hoe, because that ice in New England, living in the Four Seasons as Melanin Man, understanding this type of divinity, is all within me. I am one with the environment. I am nature. I'm biological living light capable of making the decisions I choose. So I don't have a dream. I am my motherfucking dream. Bitch. Fuck y'all. I'm like 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it.
I'm still not sure about
Get off of me. Oh, that's right. I'm glad Siri said that. Dealing with, lo and behold, your digital identity, and then transcendence. A human dying, but they connected his mind to make him live through the internet. Everyone has their device, and we're separated. Where's the community? Where's the coming together? But first, love thy neighbor as thyself. First of all, you have to love yourself before you can love your neighbor. So, the eyes are blind to what the mind cannot see. Are your eyes blind? On the denotative level, the connotative level, and the absolute abstract? Can you deal with you being one with the sun? I, as Melanin Man, a child of the sun. I absorb the soft light rays in the winter time and understand where I am on the planet and interact with that energy. Become one with, wait a minute, it's called a one verse. Are we one with the verse? Being biological living light, allowing myself to enter the full arena potential of who I am as biological living light. That's all I had to say. I've been your host, Brother R.A. Gotta go.